Oh, what are you doing here? I'm trying to clean up. No, but for real, guys. So I bought all of this barbell equipment myself, cleaning this here shop as a wee little 14-year-old lad driven here by my mom. So you guys think my daddy gave me all this? No, he didn't actually. He worked here to buy the house we have, and then I worked here to buy that rack to put it in my bedroom because there was nowhere else to put it. And my dad sure as hell was not giving up his garage to my stupid barbell endeavors. I decided to get this rope out and to hang it up so that I could do what all young men love to do, which is climb ropes. Because I think that is pure bliss for a young person, is getting to climb a rope. Not so much to climb the rope, but so that I could show everyone that I can climb the rope without my legs. That goes enough. I just want to show off a little bit. This is my Uncle Robert's shop, and he's the one who actually gave me the idea for this YouTube channel. And he makes really high-end, nice gates. Check this whole display room out. Isn't that pretty sick? I mean, what a guy. Built this up from the ground. Really upgraded this place since I last was here. They used to not have these fancy chairs. In fact, this is the first time I was seeing this. But I used to sit here and eat my beef and rice after I would clean for a few hours. Bring a big thermos and just chow down. It took forever. If you work at a blue-collar job, you know very well that as much as people love the things they make and do, what they really love at the end of the day is their sick break room that they get to show off to all the patrons who come in to buy stuff. So here is the fancy dartboard that gets many hours use every day. Pan to the rain. Pan right, yeah. Okay, now pan to me. Okay, guys, I put my formal wear on. I just consulted the cameraman before making this video. I tucked in. I put on this fancy hat. I didn't have any khaki shorts, but I was gonna try to get the full dad fit going. But this is a special occasion. Why, you may ask? Because a certain number of people follow me on the internet. So that's a reason to celebrate, as I've been told. So I'm going to go through my gym that I've been collecting for like 6 years. We're gonna start with the basics, which is the rack. Now I have space to have a full rack out all the time. And I purchased it with simply this Ohio Power Bar from Rogue. And, 300 pounds of weight plates, and it costs. Well, I also got this bench, or pan to the bench. Now I got this horrible bench. I would never have gotten this bench because I didn't realize you want like an incline bench. So this thing's pretty non-versatile. Like, it's a heavy-duty bench, but it's not versatile at all. No pan to the bench. The next thing I got was this leg press. Well, I didn't get this leg press. I made this leg press. You can see here, you have homemade equipment. Don't get too low because you're gonna see my. Don't pan to the feet. Pan up. No, pan down. No, pan. It's fine. I don't think anyone cares.
If you want to see the whole piece of equipment, your feet are in it.
That's fine. I don't care. Okay, so I made this leg press because I wanted big legs. You know what I mean? So I went to my dad's shop, as we've already seen it in the video, and I made this leg press. Well, he made the leg press, but I designed the leg press. I also was in an engineering class, and I made this belt squat. I totally copied this design. If I try trademarking this is totally already sold by a company. But you like attach it to this thing, and then you slam one of these things. The Rogue makes these little peg things. You slam it through. And then I put on, and it's really fancy. I bought like this $100 belt for the belt squat. And you just pop it on. I also got these, I made these boxes because I needed them for the belt squat. Now these boxes are extremely versatile. I can use them for stepping on. So, fan of this roller. Now I went to a gym called Buki Strength. If you look that up, the guy sells these things called geisha rollers, like these 200-pound temper rollers, and you jimmy rig it on your legs like this. You know, when you cram it and you just rip your muscles to shreds. Now this only weighs like 100 pounds, so it doesn't do anything. But I made that. And then yeah, let's go through the really crazy stuff. Now I have a trap bar, and to me this is a bread and butter. If you want a gym, get a trap bar. I use this for remaining deadlifts, banded deadlifts, basically just trap bar deadlifts. That's what you use it for. It has very little usage, but that movement's a great movement, so don't dog it. What else is here? I have this whiteboard. This is a newer edition. And these pens, because the pens go with the whiteboard. Now, here I have dumbbells. Now, I only recently got a collection of dumbbells. I only had 75s, 60s, 45s, and 35s for the last like 5 years. I only recently got 40s and 50s and 25s and yeah, I mean those other things. I also got these floatable dumbbells because I started doing croc rows. And if you get progressed at croc rows, basically just these, you know, you bend over and you rip the rows. Once you get past like, I don't know, a year of doing them, you're gonna be using over 100 pounds. So I quickly realized I needed these croc row attachments, and I also got these extra 25-pound plates because freaking look at this. If you put these 45-pound plates onto this thing, you're trying to row it, you're just gonna freaking slam in your chest. So it's not worth it. I also made this axle bar. There's so much stuff in here. I don't know how to get through all of it. Here's some of the stuff that okay, so I have a dip belt. Now, if you watch my videos, you know what a dip belt is. You use it for weighted dips and chin-ups. I think this is like #1 if you just are buying some stuff for your house. Get like one of those over-the-door pull-up bars. Get a few dumbbells, like up to 35, and get one of these things. I mean, this is literally, you can do weighted calisthenics with this. So that's gonna be your bread and butter. Now, I also have this slingshot. If you don't know what a slingshot is, look up West Side on YouTube or Conjure, or don't. Just it's a slingshot. It's accommodating resistance. Now, I have 3 of these. So I have an uncle that used to be really into the West Side barbell training, and the second he realized I was lifting weights, he gave me all these things. Now these ones are called Super Rams, and they literally give you like 1.5 times as much assistance as the regular Mark Bell slingshot. I also got this really high-end, what brand is this? I don't remember. I custom ordered this belt. It has 1/2 inch spacing, which is not normal. And the reason I got that was because got it right when I started lifting. So every month or two, my rib cage was either I was getting fatter or my rib cage was expanding. So hopefully it was the rib cage. And then obviously I have this neck harness for neck training because you need to be able to do neck extensions. And if you try to freaking put a plate on your head, or I've done this before, you like put it on your head, you use your hands and you're just going like this. But I feel so stupid doing that I'm over it. Now recent additions to the home gym. This thing, 45-degree back raise. Bought the cheapest one money could find. I also bought some bands, and I specifically bought Pan Up a little bit. Pan Up to me, yeah. I want this to be all about me. No, anyway, I herniated a disc in my back, and I figured out after watching P. Rubish, if you know what that is, he's a phenomenal deadlifter, that this thing right here is like your bread and butter for lower back strength. And also, if you go look on the internet, rehabbing herniated disc or back injury, this thing is like money. So if you just use some bands, you can, you know, hop on here. I'm sorry I'm taking the hat off, but you just band it up and you freaking load this thing up like crazy with bands, and it works great. And I also got this really abnormally cheap lat pull down that took me like not 6 hours, but like 4 hours to put together. It was really frustrating. And I'm not an idiot either, so I felt like an idiot. So I got this because my little sister can't do pull-ups. Because she do like negative chin-ups, but I feel like that's so stupid because I would never have someone, if they wanted to get to a 315 deadlift, I would never have them do 315 negative deadlifts. I would just have them do lighter deadlifts. So I got this thing with her in mind. And if you come over here, you can see the really important stuff. the really nitty gritty. I really get in on here. This is the secret scoop. So, spider chalk. If you don't use chalk, I use chalk for literally like every set of everything. I use chalk on my sets of squats. I use chalk on my sets of bench press, on pull-ups, on dips, on literally curls, literally everything. And I probably do that because I used to rock climb. So I have one of these rock climbing bags that I put chalk in. But I buy these big spider things of chalk and I just slam a ton of it on my hands. If you really know how to use chalk, you put it on your thumbs and you'll actually put it on the back of your fingers at least once during your training sessions. It's so stupid. And then I have all these freaking things that these Rogue equipments come with. They have so many of them. I have this for belt squats. I have these grenade grips. I used to use these all the time, but I never use them anymore. I have more bands, these random attachments. I have fat grips. I feel like anyone who buys these fat grips just buys them and then never uses them. Like, you use them once every few months when you remember you own them for about 2 days, and then you just never touch them again. We have an atrocious dog at our house, and it just won't shut up. I also have to grease up that leg press, so I just grease. Beyond that, what else do I have? Whoa. Hat. I have a hat. Oh, something I wanted to show. I have a dip attachment. You pan over to the dip attachments right there. I also have those pins. So I have these safeties that come with Rogue equipment. Now these things are great for pin press, pin squats, all that fun stuff. But what I wanted to show is this push-up thing I have. It's the cheapest, rattiest thing. My mom probably bought this 15 years ago, and I have used it ever since. This thing is like money for... I take it on the go, I put it in my car, and you just bang out some deficit push-ups, you know, feels so good. You can track, I like this metric, because you can actually track your form. So if you were to program these, you could put like, oh, I did this form, and then you know you're doing the exact same thing every single time, so you're not like slightly altering angles and stuff, so you can also change variation. I like this. Beyond that, I have some supplements over in this corner. So I like to put a bunch of, what is this? Alba Botanica Hawaiian sunscreen. I like to just load chemicals onto my skin before I lift. Sometimes I wear these gloves if I have some really bad calluses. No, not that. I don't use that anymore. Where is it? The Miracle Grow. I think I've talked about this in a video before, but this stuff will help you grow. So creatine, any of the other stuff, I don't recommend it. Miracle Grow. This is good stuff. Keep you strong, and let's see here. Where's the fertilizer? Fish fertilizer. Now I'm trying to stay very fertile as a young man who is wanting a large family. So I don't know. Maybe it's bro science, but I think the word says it all. You are what you eat. Fertilizer, that's how I stay fertile. Okay, it's all good. We can call it there. Well, I guess one more thing. My hacksaw. My hacksaw. See this thing right here? Totally forgot to mention it. But this is like the most relevant thing I currently use. So I bought this thing for one singular exercise, and it's French press. Like that. But I want, guys, look at this. I want you just to, here. Wait. You see that? Are you getting that? Is the camera getting that? Hold on. Hold on. Go this way? Yeah. Is the camera getting that? Hold on. Is the camera, yep. Okay, wait. So, I got this piece of equipment just for French press, because I kid you not, my triceps were always an extremely weak point until I started doing French press. And now they're powerful things, these triceps of mine. But it wasn't always that way. Oh, and I forgot to mention these ankle weights. So why did I get ankle weights? Listen, if you're not using ankle weights and you're lifting, that's good. You shouldn't be using ankle weights.
Yep.
Okay, so this is where I did my first like 3-4 years of pull-ups. Was just on these bars from maybe like 8 or 9 years old to 14. I did pull-ups on this bar for years. Progressed up to weighted pull-ups in this bar. I got up to doing sets of 20 pull-ups on this bar right here in my mom and dad's bathroom, little tiny gym setup. So I kid you not, if you guys think that it does not equate to the fancy pull-up bar you see me using in my videos, I promise you, it is literally the exact same thing. You're doing the exact same range of motion. I don't know, why not just get one? Put it over your door. Your mom and dad can be mad at me if you have to get one, okay? Show them this clip. They'll appreciate it. I'm saying do it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Is it on? Okay, no, I'm not gonna comment on my bed. It's not made. Listen, I don't believe in making the bed. There's nothing to do with this video. So I did not live in this room for over a year. When I moved out, my parents redid the walls because I punched holes in all the walls because this was my gym room. I also, some dumbbells made it through the walls. The floorboards broke because of the deadlifting. And the floor's not been redone because I came back here and it just, I don't know, I moved in and I have this atrocious room. Now, I don't like rooms. I think they're terrible. I think we should all sleep in tents in the backyard. But my parents insist. No, they don't. They actually let me out of their house. Okay, let's call it a time.